This story was sent to me by Darian McNeil, and this story right here is like literally one big mystery to me. And when I was starting to read some of the details of it, I said, "This is a story I'm definitely going to have to follow because it's only given so much, but it's such a sad story, but it's also one big question mark hovering over the entire thing." So this is a picture of three people. You have you see a man and two women right here. The two younger ones that you see in the picture, who are the furthest, like the one on the left and the one in the middle, their names were Chris Edwards and Erin Edwards. They were siblings. Erin Edwards was 20, Chris Edwards was 24. And on the far right is their mother, whose name is Marsha Edwards, and she was 58. And all three of them are deceased. Now, the mystery behind this whole thing is not so much who killed them, but why. And the person who killed them is in this picture. Marsha Edwards killed not only her son, but also her daughter, and then killed herself. And the biggest mystery here is, why did she do it? But a dead person. Now, this woman was no slouch of a person. This woman had a lot of money. I'm not gonna say she came from money, but her husband, her ex-husband that she was married to, who based on the article that I'm reading, was a doctor or is a doctor, and they were no longer together. It says that they were divorced, and they had two children, and you see them right here. But it just says that she just up and killed them and then killed herself. I'm going to go ahead and read this article coming from Inside Edition. A Georgia mother who fatally shot her two children before killing herself posted she could not have better children the day of the killings. Police found Marsha Edwards, age 58, and her two children, 20-year-old Erin Edwards and 24-year-old Chris Edwards, dead of gunshot wounds in their Vinings home on Wednesday, Cobb County Police said. Authorities believe Marsha shot the children first and then took her own life. Police are not sure of a motive in the killing. Marsha was the ex-wife of a prominent surgeon in the area, Dr. Christopher Edwards. The entire family was reportedly well known in Atlanta. Dr. Edwards, his extended family and friends are in a state of grief and shock, and privacy of the family is paramount as arrangements are being made. In the days before the killings, the mom wrote about enjoying her vacation with her daughter in Italy. And then the day of the murders, she posted a photo on Instagram along with a caption, "I've had the best summer, first with Chris in Miami and Erin in Italy. I could not ask for better children." Erin was a student at Boston University, while Chris worked as a digital content manager for the city of Atlanta. Marsha had a doctorate degree in medicine and owned a medical consulting business. So you have right here a family of well-to-do, prominent black, ADOS, how you want to put it, people. A dad who was a doctor, a woman who was a doctor and owned her own consulting business. You had a daughter at Boston University, and you had a son who was into his career. So you would think they would have the picture perfect life, but something had to have been going on with the mother for her to do what she did. But it's going to be hard to figure out because she took herself out. That's why this whole thing is just like, it's so weird to me. Like, I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. Because it's like a part of me wants to be so mad at the mother for what she did, because she took away not one, but two of her ex-husband's children away from him. And at the same time, herself, she literally wiped out three people that I'm sure he held near and dear to his heart. even though the mother and him were not together anymore. Like they weren't married anymore. Like that piece of him is gone. It's not coming back. And those are probably most likely his only two children. I'm not sure if he had any other children in another relationship, but as far as I know, it doesn't say that he does. So that part of me right there wants to be so pissed at her for doing such a selfish thing. And then on top of that, killing herself. So now we don't know why she did it. We just know that she was the one who did it. And it's also crazy because days before the actual shooting, she says that she could not have asked for better children. And then it says that she went and saw her son in Miami and then went and saw her daughter in Italy. Those are not cheap trips to take. Like, you're talking about going to Miami, and I'm assuming it could be a very nice part considering this family amassed some wealth. And then you jet set across the ocean to another continent to go to a whole nother country. That's not, first of all, that's not an easy trip for many, and that's not a cheap trip by any means. So it's still a big mystery. It's still a big cloud, right? There's a big gray area as to why she did it, and hopefully there will be more information to come out about this as the investigation continues on. Looks like this is going to be another story that I'm going to have to keep track of as it continues to go forward. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.